Hey friends, um, I just wanted to come on for a few minutes. My voice has not been that great since I had this severe asthma attack and was hospitalized for a few days. However, I'm blessed to be able to breathe normally again. I can actually speak to you. So I just wanted to say how thankful I am and was for the excellent care I got at Northern Westchester Hospital. They sent me a survey. I'll be filling it out. But all I could think about when I was there were all the people in Gaza and Lebanon and in Iran who had their hospitals destroyed. And I was thinking, what would I have done if that would happen to me? Like when I was in the hospital. Now I went to the hospital because I'm sick. I couldn't breathe. I had chest pain. People don't just go to the hospital for fun. It's not like entertainment. You're sick. And for the fact that we as a nation and Israel would destroy hospitals like they did in Gaza and they did in Lebanon and they've done in Iran, and we participate in that, and killing children everywhere is beyond criminal. And we have to, as American citizens, tell our Congress people and our senators, if we do something wrong like that, like we killed those children in Iran, the little girls, and if it was a mistake, I think it was intentional, because that school was near where all the, I think Navy people live or something like that. I mean, really, how cruel. So, we should be honest enough to be able to apologize for crimes that we do. But as I'm learning about so much history of America in the past, and the criminality that we've done throughout the world, and unnecessary wars, and paying billions and billions of dollars for just killing people unnecessarily for no reason. And who's profiting? The military industrial complex is profiting, and throughout history, a lot of people in government that are corrupt. It's not just Trump, but in the past, many people are corrupt. Remember Cheney? A whole bunch of people that are corrupt that just, benefit for themselves. And that's disgusting. They're not representing us as the people. So we as the people have a duty to constantly bombard our congresspeople and our senators. They work for us. Can you imagine our 2 New York senators didn't vote for Block the Bombs that Bernie Sanders did? That's despicable. We need 2 new senators. I mean, in my capacity here, I'm just beginning to feel a little better. At least I can make phone calls when I can speak. My throat's funny from all the medications they gave me. But we have to do a lot more. Our Congress people work for us, not for private interest groups, not for the PACs that serve the industrial military complex, not for PACs that serve the pharmaceutical industry, and certainly not for APAC or anybody else, a foreign government lobby. I mean, really. I also learned recently that the IDF has office space in the Pentagon and in other high security locations in our government. Why is the IDF have that? I can't believe that. That's insane that we have a foreign country. Part of their government is embedded within our government. That's not good. Our government should be working for our people, not for anybody else. So I just, going back to the hospital, I kept on thinking to myself, like, oh my God, I'm trying to put my feet in somebody else's shoes that was a patient. Remember the patient that was on an IV and got burnt to death from Israeli bombs in Gaza? Remember him? All these people that suffered, that were in a hospital because they're sick. And the audacity of bombing hospitals is beyond criminal. People go in the hospital because they're sick, man. I mean, every time I think about it, it just freaks me out. And that's all I could do was think about that when I was in the hospital here. And I was only there for 3 nights. But that was in my mind the whole time. Like, if anything happened when I'm there and I couldn't breathe, and I was struggling to breathe and I had chest pain, if anything had happened, I would have definitely died. So many people have died in Gaza from the medical system being decimated, not being able to get just standard care. Kids who get like infections from running around without shoes, little infections that could be taken care of, can't die from like stupid infections that can be easily treated. So I'm in a complete state of gratitude for the care that I got. I love Northern Westchester Hospital. I can't talk about it enough. My kids were born there. Their ER is excellent. Everything was excellent. The staff was excellent. But all I can think about was other people in Lebanon, in Gaza and Iran, who have their hospitals decimated. I mean, I can't just keep my mouth shut about this. So I've talked enough. It's a long video. I don't make too many of them, but I really needed to come on and tell everybody we've got to do a lot more. Our government has got to work for us. We have to change the whole system. The whole system cannot be dependent on these PACs. And I learned something new today. I was listening to a wife and a mother who had lost her husband in the Twin Towers. And she's a lawyer, and she's been fighting for 24 years to get compensation for all the families. That's another story. But what she said is that our own senators and Congress people don't even write our own laws, that these PACs or whatever, the organizations that lobby them, whatever you want to call them, the lobbyists, they actually write these laws for them, and then they tell us that they're the ones who are writing the laws. That totally freaked me out. So we got to do a lot of work to change a lot of this stuff, because they're just not they're not representing us anymore. These guys are representing these lobbyists and getting money from them. There's a lot of different lobbyists. AIPAC is not the only one. The military industrial complex is a huge one. So is the pharmaceutical industry. That's got to all change. Money has to get out of politics. These Congress people and senators cannot be getting compensated for the rest of their life. It should be limited. That they're in office for 2 years, whatever it is, they get paid for that, and that's it. Not for life. That's ridiculous. There's a lot of work we have to do. I'm new to learning about politics myself. Since November 2023, I woke up and fast-tracking, trying to learn as much as I can. I got a long way to go, and so do all of us. But we as a general public have so much to deal with. And I know every day we wake up with a new nightmare, but we have to get with it. And we've got to knock on these Congress people, senators' doors and wake them up, wake our local representatives up. Like, everybody's got to know that they got to work for us, the people, and the people have to get involved. Sadly, we don't get involved enough, and I'm guilty as charged, and right now I can't do much. I'm barely able to make this video without my voice going. We have to have in-person meetings with our congresspeople, not just protesting. We have to have in-person, face-to-face meetings constantly, and with our senators. They have to see our faces. They have to know who we are. They've got to listen, because this is just not sustainable. Our country's going to get destroyed. Trump's doing a great job of doing that. But it's not just him. It goes back before him, way before him. He just comes out and tells it to our face. Anyway, thank you for listening. I pray everybody is healthy. Take care of your health. Take care of your stress levels. Take care of yourselves, your families, your kids. Spend a tremendous amount of time with your family. They're number one. But we all have to do our share. I'm sure some of you do a lot more than I do, and I appreciate that. When I'm back to full speed ahead, I'll do what I can, as much as I can. Even just filling out, like these, a lot of the companies, organizations, always have these things that you could fill out that go directly to our senators. I do that. That doesn't take much work to do. A lot of these organizations do it for us, and that's the least we can do. But I tell you, it's very impactful to make meetings. I'm trying to learn how to do it with the senators. I haven't gotten there. I've learned how to do it with the local congressperson after October 2023. But it's a lot more people have to do that. We have to have, face-to-face meetings as much as we can so that our voices are heard. Protesting is great. Going to town halls is great, but face-to-face meetings are much more, I think, productive, although frustrating, because you think you're, hopefully going to change something, but we have to keep on doing it as much as it's difficult. And as much it is frustrating. I think the country has really woken up, and people are out there doing everything they can, and I really appreciate everybody that's doing everything that they can. And thankful to Northern Westchester Hospital again for their excellent service. Thanks for listening. Keep praying for me, guys. All your prayers have helped me get through one of the most difficult times of my life. Thank you.